Hello, wonderful listeners. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about something that touches every single one of us. Something that can unlock doors, build bridges, and truly transform your life. The art of talking to anyone with confidence. Have you ever found yourself in a room full of people, perhaps at a networking event, a school gathering, or even a family reunion, and felt a knot in your stomach? You see others chatting, laughing, and connecting effortlessly while you stand on the sidelines, wishing you could join in but feeling a barrier you can't quite name. Or maybe you've had that moment in a meeting where you had a brilliant idea, but the words just wouldn't come out, or they came out in a whisper, lost in the noise. If any of this sounds familiar, you are absolutely not alone. Communication confidence isn't something we're born with. It's a skill, a muscle that can be developed, strengthened, and refined with practice and the right strategies. And today, I'm here to tell you that you can learn to talk to anyone with confidence. You can walk into any room, engage in any conversation, and express your thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively. This isn't about becoming an extrovert if you're naturally an introvert. It's about empowering you to be your authentic self, confidently in any social setting. Why does confidence in communication matter so much? Think about it. Our lives are built on interactions, from asking for directions to acing a job interview, from making new friends to deepening existing relationships. Communication is the thread that weaves through every aspect of our existence. When you communicate with confidence, you're not just speaking words, you're conveying belief in yourself, in your ideas, and in your value. This opens up opportunities, fosters understanding, and allows you to build genuine connections. It's about being heard, being understood, and truly connecting with the people around you. It's about unlocking your full potential, both personally and professionally. So, are you ready to embark on this journey with me? Let's dive in. Practical tips for starting conversations. Your first steps to connection. Now, let's get practical. The biggest hurdle for many is simply starting. How do you initiate that first interaction? It's simpler than you think, and it often begins before you even say a word. Let's break down some key elements. 1. Body language, your silent invitation. Before you open your mouth, your body is already speaking volumes. Think about it. Would you approach someone with their arms crossed, looking at the floor, and a frown on their face? Probably not. Instead, adopt an open and approachable posture. Uncross your arms, keep your hands visible, and turn your body slightly towards the person you want to engage with. A relaxed stance with your shoulders back and head held high signals confidence and openness. Remember, a genuine smile is the most universal invitation. It's contagious and immediately makes you seem friendly and accessible. Practice smiling in the mirror, a natural, warm smile, not a forced one. This simple act can disarm both you and the other person. 2. Eye contact, the window to connection. Eye contact is crucial, but it's also something many people struggle with. Too little, and you might seem uninterested or untrustworthy. Too much, and you can come across as aggressive or intense. The sweet spot is what we call the triangle gaze, or friendly gaze. When you're talking, aim for about 60 to 70% eye contact. Look at the person's eyes for a few seconds, then briefly shift your gaze to their nose or forehead, or even just slightly away, before returning to their eyes. This makes the interaction feel natural and comfortable. When they are speaking, maintain slightly more eye contact to show you are actively listening. If you find direct eye contact too intimidating at first, try looking at the space between their eyebrows. They won't notice the difference, and it will help you build comfort. 3. Voice tone. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. Your voice tone carries immense weight. A monotone, quiet voice can make you seem uninterested or lacking confidence. A loud, aggressive tone can be off-putting. Aim for a warm, clear, and modulated voice. Practice speaking from your diaphragm, not just your throat, to give your voice more resonance and power. Vary your pitch and pace to keep the listener engaged. A slight upward inflection at the end of a question makes it sound inviting, not demanding. And remember to speak clearly, enunciating your words. If you tend to speak quickly when nervous, consciously slow down. A slower, deliberate pace often conveys more confidence than rapid-fire speech. 4. The art of the opening line, beyond hello. Once your body language, eye contact, and voice tone are set, what do you actually say? Forget about needing a witty, perfect opening line. The best opening lines are often simple, relevant, and observational. Look for something in your shared environment or situation. This is where observation comes in handy. Comment on the situation. This line is moving slowly, isn't it? Or, I love the music they're playing here. At a coffee shop. Ask a relevant question. Is this your first time at this conference? Or, do you know if this bus goes to the city center? Offer a compliment, genuine and specific. That's a beautiful scarf. Where did you find it? Or, I really enjoyed your presentation earlier. Introduce yourself simply. Hi, I'm your name. I don't think we've met. Especially in a group setting. The key is to make it easy for the other person to respond. An open-ended question is always better than a yes-no question, as it encourages more conversation. For example, instead of, "Are you enjoying the party?" try, "What's been the most interesting part of the party for you so far?" This invites a more detailed answer and gives you more to work with. Remember, the goal of the opening line isn't to have a deep conversation immediately, but simply to open the door to one. It's about breaking the ice, not melting the whole iceberg in one go. Overcoming shyness and social anxiety, building your inner strength. For many, the desire to communicate confidently is overshadowed by shyness or social anxiety. These are not weaknesses, they are common experiences that can be understood and managed. If you find yourself feeling nervous, remember that it's a natural human response. The key is not to eliminate anxiety entirely, but to learn how to navigate it and prevent it from controlling your actions. Here are some strategies. 1. Understand your triggers and reframe your thoughts. What situations make you feel most anxious? Is it large groups, one-on-one interactions, or speaking in front of others? Identifying your triggers is the first step. Once you know them, you can start to reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, "I'm going to say something stupid," try, "I'm going to try my best, and it's okay if it's not perfect." Challenge negative self-talk. Remind yourself that most people are more focused on themselves than on judging you. They might even be feeling just as nervous. 2. Start small. The power of gradual exposure. Don't expect to become a social butterfly overnight. Start with small, manageable steps. This is called gradual exposure. Begin by simply making eye contact and smiling at strangers. Then move to brief interactions like complimenting a cashier or asking a simple question. Gradually increase the duration and complexity of your conversations. Each small success builds confidence and reduces anxiety. Think of it like building a muscle. You start with light weights and gradually increase the load. 3. Prepare a few go-to lines. Having a few pre-prepared opening lines or questions can significantly reduce anxiety. These aren't meant to be rigid scripts, but rather mental safety nets. If you know you have something to say, even if it's simple, it can ease the pressure of thinking on your feet. We discussed some earlier, commenting on the environment, asking an open-ended question, or offering a genuine compliment. Practice these in your head or even out loud until they feel natural. 4. Focus outward, not inward. When we're anxious, our focus tends to turn inward, on our own feelings and perceived flaws. Shift your attention outward. Focus on the other person. What are they saying? What are their interests? What can you learn from them? When you genuinely listen and show interest in others, your self-consciousness naturally diminishes. This outward focus also makes you a more engaging conversationalist, as people appreciate being truly heard. 5. Practice mindfulness and breathing techniques. When anxiety strikes, it often manifests physically. A racing heart, shallow breathing, sweaty palms. Simple mindfulness and breathing exercises can help. Before entering a social situation, take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which calms your body. Mindfulness helps you stay present in the moment, rather than getting lost in anxious thoughts about the past or future. Just observe your feelings without judgment and let them pass. 6. Embrace imperfection. No one is perfect, and no conversation is perfect. You might stumble over words, or there might be an awkward silence. That's okay. These are normal parts of human interaction. Don't let the fear of making a mistake prevent you from trying. View every interaction, even the less than perfect ones, as a learning opportunity. The more you accept imperfection, the less power it has over you and the more freely you'll communicate. Remember, overcoming shyness and social anxiety is a journey, not a destination. Be patient and kind to yourself. Celebrate every small victory and keep moving forward. Your confidence will grow with every step you take.